Okay, just a couple of more things I want to show you in this lesson. And I'm going to do a short, very short, just record a few notes just to kind of show you what I'm talking about here. Number one, if you want to get rid of this keyboard, easy to do, hit Command K and it'll go away. But however, I don't want to get rid of it. What I want to do is highlight this track, and I'm going to hit the record button, and it should give me 4 clicks as a count off because it says so here, and then it should click, and then I'm just going to play a few strings. Let's see, let me move it. And it doesn't really matter what I play. I'm not going to play a song. I'm just going to play some notes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit record, and we'll see what happens. And then to stop it, I'm going to hit the space bar. So that will stop it. If I want to take it back to where I start, I'm going to get rid of the keyboard because it's in my way. Command K. Take it back to the beginning. I'll hit the return key, and I'll take it all the way back. And then I'm going to take the click and the count off out because I didn't in any way try to keep that really in time. So we don't need the click. Now, what I want to show you here is that there are a couple of things here. In fact, let me go ahead and record another track just for a second. This is a bass track. And once again, this is not going to make any kind of musical sense. I'm just playing notes. And then the space bar to stop it. I should also point out that at any time, if you don't like what you did and you want to do it again, Command Z will make it go away. Always will make the very last thing you did go away. And then if you want it back, Shift Command Z, which you can click right here too, the same thing. Now, what I wanted to show you was what happens to some of these other controls do. Doesn't that sound absolutely just delightfully wonderful? This little thing right here, number one, has the name here. You can change the name. You can double click on it and name it whatever you want to name it. Let's see. I'm going to name that instrument dump truck instead of strings. This right here will mute the track, so if I click that, you won't hear that. It'll gray out. You won't hear it at all. All you'll hear is the other track. This one is looks like a little set of headphones. This is a solo track, so if I click that, all the other tracks will turn gray. And then you'll see this one will solo, and you won't hear the other track at all. Okay, we'll unclick that. And then this right here that looks the same as the one up here, it's not the same. The one up here at the top is the master volume. This one right here controls the volume just for this track. So and the same thing would be true for this one down at the bottom. And then this button right here, this is called pan. And what this does is, a lot of people like to say it moves the sound from left to right. Well, it does do that, but I have a better way that I like to put it. You all have a camera, and you've all taken panorama shots with your camera, and you've taken like a gigantic landscape going from, say, left to right. And it's big, it's beautiful, and you love it. Well, the same thing is true in a soundscape. It's also a panorama of sound, and that's what pan is short for. It's short for panorama, and this tells you where in the great landscape of sound you're going to put a particular sound. And you can hear that when I do this, for example, you can hear if you're listening in stereo, you can hear it going. You can hear the violin going back and forth to left and right, because that's what I'm doing. I'm moving it left to right, and I'm putting it in the grand panorama of things.